Oh, yes, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome back to Buffed Up TV. Smash that like. Y'all know what it is, man. Subscribe. So, Colorado's breakout players of 2025. I put together a list of my breakout players of this year's Buffs team. Mind you, this is my list, and others may differ. But without further delay, let's get right into it. At number 1, I have wide receiver Omarion Miller. This 6'2", 195-pounder is a no-brainer, as Omarion Miller has already had some turn-your-head type of games in his 2 seasons with the Buffs. Now that CU is losing its top 4 receivers, Miller is the clear choice to grow into the Buffs' number 1 receiving option. If he can return healthy from a leg injury he suffered against Kansas State, Miller will become the next great receiver to come out of Colorado. Moving on, number 2, we've got edge rusher Taj McCoy, the 6'3", 230-pound, had a great first year of consistent playing time in 2024 and could be on the verge of a huge season in 2025 if he continues to grow. McCoy tied for 3rd on the team with 4 sacks while getting credit for 19 total tackles and 4 tackles for a loss. Moving on, next up, cornerback Colton Hood. This 5'11", 190-pounder had some memorable plays during the first season in Boulder and will likely move into the starting role with Travis Hunter leaving for the NFL. The former Auburn Tiger racked up 24 tackles, had 2 interceptions, and he nearly took them to the house. So I expect a pick 6 this year from Colton. Moving on, wide receiver Quentin Gibson. Although he is a freshman, this young man had a record-breaking year in the state of Texas. 93 passes for 2,009 yards, 16 TDs. Also threw a 75-yard TD pass, ran for 2 touchdowns, and scored 1 punt return TD. This young man is too dangerous not to see on the field this year and could surprise many of us with a starting spot at the slot position. Moving on, edge rusher Keaton Wade, 6'4", 245 pounds, Kentucky transfer who battled injury and only appeared in 5 games this year. He was tied for 3rd with 4 sacks as well. When he returned from injury, he was a force to be reckoned with. With the expectation of him starting off healthy, we can expect this junior edge to further display his quickness off the edge and have a breakout year making plays. Moving on, linebacker Jalen Wester, 6', 205 pounds, transfer out of Florida Atlantic, showed flashes of big play ability and plays aggressive sideline to sideline. He is a player who thrives on getting to the ball and wreaking havoc. Expect him to have a season that allows him to take advantage of his opportunities when they are presented to him. Moving on, we have defensive lineman Amari McNeil. Listen, 6'4", 295, Tennessee transfer, had one of the better seasons for the position with 12 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. We can expect him to lead this defensive line and capitalize on a breakout season. Next up, we have wide receiver Quanell X Farrakhan Jr., the freshman, 6', 190-pound wide receiver, is an advanced route runner with strong production against Texas 6A competition in Houston Metro. Owns experience in all 3 phases with some part-time cornerback reps and impressive return game context, including 1 kick return TD, 1 punt return TD as a junior. He's got several more, people. Displays impressive route snap and late separating ability. Moving on, last but not least, we've got running back Dallin Hayden. Although the 5'10", 205-pound Ohio State transfer had a less than expected season production-wise, I expect Dallin to bounce back and show us who he really is as an all-purpose back who can truly help this team win. Despite the running back by committee concept, we may see one or two of our backs separate themselves, and do not rule Dallin Hayden out. Listen, people, there are going to be some more breakout players. I just wanted to highlight these guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And that's all I got. Peace.
I want to see you practice. Anybody could put together a highlight tape of my highlights. Let me see your whole game and your lowlights. I want to see you practice, because normally how you practice, that's who you are. That's who you are. The person you are at home when nobody's looking, that's who you are. The person that said, oh, they said that darn, they ain't gonna never make that darn leaderboard. They ain't right. They cheat and they doing that and they play favoritism. That's who you are. Ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody want no complainer. I want somebody smart, tough, fast, disciplined with character.